What's going on, family? This your boy Big Smoke coming to holler at you guys about things that I see. I wanted to talk to you all about these fly-by-night car lots popping up in our community, man. Shit, they all over our community, right? But when I'm in Wheaton, Illinois, or when I'm in Deerfield and I ride through there, I don't see that community allowing these fly-by-night car lots to come in their community. But we don't say nothing. We look at it like it's just businesses in our community, and they are businesses, but they are what I call extortion businesses, right? They come here to extort you and make a hell of a lot of money off of you, off of these cars, from the interest rate, because they know in our community a lot of our credits are not good, right? So they take advantage of that, right? And I understand business is business, but you have the right to do business with them or not, right? So I want to help you make a decision on if a car note is right for you, right? Now, if you are a diligent thinker, you know what I'm saying? This ain't got nothing to do with common sense. This has a lot to do with being a diligent thinker. If you're a reader and you get the paperwork on a situation, then you read it and you'll find out if it's good for you, right? I'm noticing that even at CarMax, these guys, the banks are allowing you to purchase a vehicle with a motor that's half dead. Like the average car, the motor will last between 60,000 miles to goddamn 150,000 miles, right? They are selling these cars on these lots with these type of miles on them for damn near $20,000, right? Or they'll start off, 60,000 miles, $15,000, but your credit is bad, right? So at the end of your term, your interest rate, just say, is fucking 15 to 18%, some cases 24%, right? And you done paid double for that car. At the end of it, you done paid $30,000 for that car. But because you don't care and you just want a car, you're not paying attention to the paperwork, right? So you get stuck, right? You get stuck with just giving money away. I call it the Nike swoosh. Like the Nike sign is the swoosh. So I see it's just like the Nike sign. You get your money and you just swoosh the shit back to the world. You get it, you give it back to the world because you're not reading. It has to make sense. A deal, when somebody says, man, that's a good deal. A deal, let me explain to you what a deal is. A deal, the four-letter word deal means that when we do business, you leave the table feeling good about your decision, and I leave the table feeling good about my decision. That's a deal. When you walk away from the table and somebody shakes your hand and you know what's going on and you know you're getting it up the ass, well, that's not a good deal because somebody's winning more than you. And a deal's supposed to be a balanced leverage situation, right? Pay attention, do your due diligence to interest rates. I believe that if your credit is bad, you shouldn't have a car note. It don't make any sense. Man, they giving you 5 years on a car now and extending it to 7. So that means that if your kid was just born, right, when you get through paying with your car, if you got 7 years on it, that kid gonna be 7 years old. What grade are you in when you were 7 years old, mama? What's that? Second grade?
I think so.
Yeah, so well like that. Yeah, so that means that while your kid all the way up to he's 7 years old, second grade, they looking for you to have this goddamn car. And I know you looking at it like, shit, I ain't keeping that car. Well, I hear you, but on the flip side, you'll be stuck with it, right? And let me speak a little bit on voluntary repossessions, okay? Voluntary repossession means that you called them and told them just to come pick it up. I don't want to pay for it no more. It's not helping your goddamn credit at all. So stop jumping up like, yeah, I ain't take a big hit on my credit. Yes, you did. You stopped paying on something that you had an agreement with, and you goddamn gave it back. That fucks your credit up, right? And stop buying cars that you don't know nothing about. Like in Chicago, I see a lot of Camaros, I see a lot of Mustangs, I even see some Corvettes out here in the wintertime. Or what they not telling you, even with Lexus and Benzes and BMWs, they're not telling you that them cars are rear-wheel drive. So when you buy these cars and they fishtailing, you don't like, why I keep getting stuck in the snow? It's a new car. Well, it's because it's rear-wheel drive, right? And them Chargers too, you know what I'm saying? Them rear-wheel drive. Find out how that car perform. What is it doing? Where is the torque coming from? Like, don't just buy a car because that's the flashiest thing going on. Do your due diligence on the car. You got YouTube, you got the internet. Read. Don't just get a car off what everybody's buying. Do your due diligence on interest rates and what your credit score need to be for you to get a lower rate. Back in the day, we used to go on Western, you know what I'm saying, to buy used cars, and car lots on Western would start anywhere from, goddamn it, 53rd and Western on up to 79th and Western. But mainly when you went over there, you paid cash for it. And if you did finance it, it was an in-house finance, and you bought there, you paid there. They hit you on the interest, but not like today. God damn, man, they making a killing. In our community, we see these spots, like these title loans and these PLS spots. We know they gonna hit you upside the head with interest rates, but when we see these car lots, we ain't looking at them like that. But they doing the same shit. They killing us, man. If you wanna get if you wanna do good business, get your credit good so your rate can be low, so you won't be paying double for the car. If you can't afford, if you don't like that, if you don't like that situation, then save your money. You can get a decent car for $4,000 to $6,000, but it takes time to build up, man. But don't just be giving money away doing a Nike swoosh. I hope that this helped you make a decision, man. And if you got any questions, hit your boy up. Peace.